All right, this is new. I've moved my live over to YouTube. So I guess I have to wait for people to come in. Okay. Okay, so this is different. People are coming in, but I can't see who it is like on Instagram. So hey mom. Okay, here y'all guys come. Okay. So, season 2, episode 2, it's 2021, and we are moving things on over to YouTube. Okay, so I would love to know more how you guys feel about like the quality of this. I will say, yes, this is like a totally different setup. I feel better as opposed to sitting inside the bathroom. I like the more landscape view of it all, but let me know as far as like the quality, especially because I will be doing my makeup start to finish on this one. I want to make sure that the quality is good for you guys. But yeah, and I have to figure out how I can still play music. I didn't do well charging my phone today, so didn't do well charging my phone. So I don't know what I'm going to do as far as music, and I don't know what the restrictions are on YouTube as far as me playing music during a live. Will it kick me off? We know Instagram is really petty, but we will see. But I'm hoping more people come over. But I also should have done better about those who are subscribed on YouTube. I actually found out today, last minute, that I can actually do a notification. Like I can schedule the live and then you will be notified when I go live. But today, hi Charmaine. Today this is going to be, because I'm also trying to figure out this whole YouTube setup thing. I still have to get like extra cords and stuff for my new fancy camera. And I had to do the YouTube live from my computer. So I don't know what the computer camera quality is giving on your end. It doesn't look too bad on my end. But we're going to get in. Well, I do my normal niceties. I'm not drinking any alcohol today. I have some leftover lemonade that's not spiked, only because I don't even think I have anything anyway on the bar cart to put into it. To be very honest, I really have not been feeling and enjoying drinking too much lately outside of champagne, but I really haven't been feeling alcohol. So it's pretty much just lemonade, tea, and water, occasionally juice, which I'm probably going to cut that out. Cut out some sugars. Anyway, let's see. Are there any new products? We like to talk about new products or things that I'm using. Maybe not necessarily new, but it may be new to me. My cervical pillow that my chiropractor suggested. If any of you all bought it, when I drop the link, you will not be disappointed. If you did not get the link from me, I believe when I save this, I can then go back and edit and put all links like in the bottom in the description box below. So now I'm like the official YouTuber. Check out the description box below. So I will put that in there. I got some new workout shoes. So physical therapy was great today. My desk. So we actually have this whole setup going on now. I actually have a desk, praise God. And I should be wearing my back brace right now because this chair does not have back support. But if anyone is struggling with any back or neck issues, posture issues, I will link my back brace as well. And I think those are some of my favorite things for the week. So let's get into this. We're going to do some makeup. First, I'm going to pin this hair out the way. And let's see. I didn't fully wash my face, but I'm going to go in with, I feel like full YouTube hand. I'm going to go in with some micellar water. This is my favorite micellar water. Do not give me another brand. I don't like them. what's that? The Garnier or something. I don't like that one at all. I thought I liked it, but I do not. So I am just going to clean my face off. And I do like this setup better because I can see the questions in the sidebar better, like, or any comments. So any questions y'all have, real time, please. But it's easier to see. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that the face is clean. I forgot I was trying makeup on earlier. I was like, why is my face so dirty? Okay. Next, I'm going to go in with the Kapari. It's a Kapari lip gloss. I got this like in a box. Someone was cleaning out their beauty closet, but I want to put this on because I think the lip I'm going to do is pretty matte and vampy. Did I bring it over here? Oh, okay, I did. Now the thing is, like, me not being in the bathroom, I have to make sure that everything is over here at the desk. So planning is going to be a little bit different if I'm doing demos and tutorials. All right, so face is cleaned, lips are moisturized. Now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite primers, which is really just a really heavy moisturizer. I'm not going to use too much, but it's really thick and it's great for the winter time. I don't know if you guys can see, but I was brushing through my brows earlier and my skin gets so dry, my brows actually flake. And then my nose has been flaking a lot. So this will help. But I've been using Embryolisse in my kit for maybe like 6 years. And I love it. Good for every skin type. They do have a matte one as well, but my skin is dry boots. So we're going to do this one. Okay. See, supple. Nice supple skin. All right. Now, when it comes to, like, some people are like brows first, other people are foundation first. I think I'm going to do my brows first, only because they need a bit of work. You see me looking off is because I do have a mirror over here. I'm trying to figure all of this out. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I don't know what the audio is giving. So, all right, now my hands are all greasy and I can't open my brow pencil. This brow pencil is the, let's see, what is this one? The NYX micro brow pencil. We know I don't use a brow pencil unless it has a spoolie on the end and then a very fine tip. Okay, thank you, Marissa. It's just, it feels different. Like I'm just like, it's so quiet in here and Chloe is sleeping right now. I have cartoons on at like the lowest volume and I didn't know if you could hear them or not, but I do like this setup because like she's kind of next to me. So I can see her if she does anything, she can still watch TV. So like everybody's good. All right. So see if I can do this. So start with my brows. So we know I like to be honest, candid with Candice. So my brows take a little bit extra work because I have two different arches. Like if you had split this side of my face and then you look at this side, they're not symmetrical. And I know everyone says they're supposed to be sisters and not twins, but I feel like mine are like country incestuous cousins. So I take a little bit more time just to try to get my brows as symmetrical as possible. Sometimes it's just really hard for me because I'm a Libra and I'm like, I don't like shit that's not balanced. But I am going to start at the base of the brow and little hair-like strokes. Now, mind you, I'm Candid with Candice. We're going to get in. I have not had my brows professionally done in over a year. And I don't pluck them. I just like to leave them alone. Hey, Dominique, I don't touch my brow. I may touch my brow a little bit, but I do plan on getting like powder ombre in the next couple of months. So I'm trying to leave them alone. But I will start at the base of my brow. I want you guys to see this, but like I kind of like need my mirror. I'm gonna brush through. Girl, the last time I had my brows done was October of 2019. That's the last time I had my brows done. Alrighty. I really feel like I need music, but I'll figure that out for next week. Like my brows are still like full, but I do have a few sparse areas. I like a little more of a defined shape. I will say now being under these lights, this pencil is a little more reddy than I thought it was, like a little more reddish brown than I thought it was, which is not a bad thing, but I've just never seen it under such bright lights. Because if y'all caught the setup earlier on Instagram, you know, a bitch is lit up right now. Completely. Listen, new platform. I'm hoping it works, but I'm loving that it's easier for me to. Who was it? I think it was either you or you and Kendria that suggested that I do it here last week, which I had never even thought about. But the ability to save them afterwards and then still notify you that I'm going to do it, absolutely awesome. And Dominique, I know you might find this intriguing and you probably already know. So I'm using it just from YouTube, but there is a capability, like if I was using a different streaming platform, like if I was doing like webinars and stuff like that. Hold on, see, we're coming together pretty quick. I can do it with other like streaming platforms. So I know you're into like courses and stuff like that, but I definitely need you to. I think I am going to take you up on that conversation about helping me build out some courses because people are asking for courses, and I'm trying to make it easy for the kids. Okay, I could leave them like this, but that would not be my preference. I like my brows to be a little bit more sculpted. So that's what we're finna do. We're finna sculpt the brow. All right. I'm going to use some concealer. I am using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel. It's what I use on the rest of my face, but I'm going to go ahead and clean up my brows with it. I'm not going to lie. I'm running very, very low on my concealer. And I did not partake in the 20% off last week when my ass should have. But whatever. So I'm going to use a flat. This YouTube hand just like kills me because I always tease everybody for doing it, but now I got to fucking do it. So I'm using a very flat brush. I have a little bit of concealer there. I'm going to lay it down flat, pick up some product, and then I am going to go under my brow and clean up and cover these little hairs. So I will kind of like drag at the front, but when I get to like the wayward hairs, I kind of pat over top of it. Yo, everything looks different under these damn lights. I have not been lit up like this doing my makeup in a very, very long time. Yes. Definitely when it comes to the coursework, like breaking things out. So whether it's like your eye shape, I may not necessarily do things like as far as like your eye color, but definitely maybe like eye shape, like if you have like if someone has a prominent lid, if someone has a hooded lid, like a more like Asian monolid type eye. There's different ways to paint. All right. So if I had done my foundation first, I would not be using a light color to sculpt out the brow on the top. But because I'm going to go in with my foundation afterwards, it really doesn't matter. Boom. See, we've got some. Look at that. A structure. She is buffed out. Child. Just a little bit of structure. So while I'm like doing this other brow, because clearly we know how to do it now, let's talk about some current events. And in current events, it's giving what it's supposed to have gave. Yes. In current events, let's talk about Chloe and Halle getting their own Instagram accounts. Let's get into it. And let's get into Miss Chloe Bailey. Hey, Kendria. Let's get into Miss Chloe Bailey giving us what we needed. Chloe Bailey is out here. She's niece of the year. Because everybody in here, y'all are aunties with me. Chloe is niece of the year. Baby, body goals. I think Chloe, what? She just turned 21 back in like July. I know she's a Cancer, but thank you, Jessie. So you can see like they're still like not perfect. And I might go in and just a little bit more. As always, we're going to brush through them to kind of soften them. It's like they're not perfect, but then I will go in with the Shape and Shade Brow Tint by MAC. And this one is Spiked. Sophomore year in college vibes. Listen, Chloe Bailey she is it. So, fun story. I actually did Chloe and Halle's makeup back in September of 2016. They were in town for, that's when the Black Smithsonian was opening. And they had like this whole like star-studded event, like when it was on TV, like this whole like concert event. And I got called last minute. Zarina called me. I've actually known Zarina since high school. And I didn't even know that she still had my number. So I'm literally sitting at work and Zarina calls me. And I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a literal joke. Like, Zarina's not calling me. So I didn't answer because I was at work. And then she left a voicemail and I was like, holy shit. Zarina just called me and asked me to do makeup. So I end up going to work the next day and I make up like this, like, I'm the queen of like a family emergency situation. Sis had a family emergency, but my whole kit was packed in my car and like I rolled out. Hey, Alicia. So I go to work on a Friday morning. I go in dressed down looking homely, like I'm just going to be sick. Like I'm going to have to get out of there. Like I'm going to have to get out of Dodge. And I went down to the Kennedy Center and I went to go do Chloe and Halle's makeup. So this was like back in September of 2016. When I say the sweetest girls that I've ever met in my life, they're so sweet. They get it from their parents. Their parents are nice too. But that was like one of the craziest days in my life because I had like no time to do like anything. So much so to the point when I got there, they were doing dress rehearsals on stage. And I'm just like sitting there waiting to paint. There's someone there to do hair. I'm there to do makeup. And we're thinking we have more time than we did. Child, I'm in the middle of doing, I can't remember which one I was doing. I think I was in the middle of doing Hallie's makeup, and then they get a call. Hey, y'all need to get dressed. Obama's having a last minute luncheon at the White House. Y'all are invited. Y'all got to go across town right now. But they only have on half a face. I had to pack up my kit, run outside with what I could carry in my hands, hop in the back of an SUV, and finish doing their makeup in a moving SUV, tinted out SUV, no lights, no nothing, from the Kennedy Center to the White House. That was the craziest day of my life. Then when we finally got back, we finally get back to the Kennedy Center. And then, well, now they're doing a security sweep because Obama's coming later. Everyone get your shit and get out. I couldn't even pack up my whole kit. Then I got to run across the street to the Watergate where they're staying to try to do their face. Then we can't get in to the Kennedy Center until a certain time so I can finish doing their makeup. Ciao. When I say shit show, shit show. That was like one of the most stressful days of my life. That's why I don't even talk about it a lot. Like when I say stressful, stressful. Oh, okay, so Alicia says, is there a portable light situation if it happened now? Yes. So I have and the crazy thing is, like, I bought these lights because, like, I did like some kind of class with Nikki Posley, and he has like these portable, like, handheld lights. Like if I was it him that did it? No, I think it was Romero from MAC. Romero had posted it. One of my makeup girlfriends was like, girl, get this light. And I bought them. I was so pressed. I bought two because that's the type of person I am. I bought one for me and then I bought one for her. And then I never used them. I think they're still somewhere at my dad's house, like under my old bed. But yes, there is a light for that. But I say all this to say, me and Zarina had lunch that day. And, you know, I was just talking about like how sweet they were. And she was like, yeah, no, they're like really, really sweet. They're the real deal. But Zarina said it that day, September of 2016. She said, baby, Chloe is spice and she is fire. And I can't wait till she pops out. Sis is popping the fuck out for us. And I'm so pleased. I am so pleased. Because Chloe is giving what it's supposed to be. Child. That's how you fucking do it. That's how you do it. Chloe is everything. But that is like one of my favorite, craziest makeup stories. I did Chloe and Hallie. It was a crazy, crazy day. That thing is thangin', honey. Let me tell you something. Chloe, that thing is thangin'. Ooh, child. But yeah, that was a crazy day. And like the thing is, like while they looked good on TV, I was not happy with my paint that day. Like I was not happy with it at all. Because I did not have time. Like they weren't clear necessarily like on what they wanted. But like I saw a lot of amazing people that day because everyone was there. Y'all, Oprah almost stepped on my foot. Because this white lady came like rushing to, she's like, everybody move. And I'm like, who the fuck is she talking to? And I look up and here comes Oprah like cascading in front of me in this gown. And she almost stepped on my foot. I was like, bitch, step on it. Step on my foot. Step on my foot. Who else did I see? Baby. Angela Bassett in person. Angela Bassett in person is everything. Everything. Angela Bassett in person is everything. Baby, Fantasia in person, everything. Janelle Monáe is probably the most stunning person I've ever seen in person. And her teeth are perfection. If I get veneers, give me the Janelle Monáes. I'm going to say that. My favorite person though, I think I still have I have to find the video on my phone. I hope I didn't delete it. But there's a video. I'm sitting outside in the hallway watching the live performance, and there's a monitor in front of me so I can see Chloe and Halle performing. So, me, I'm just like trying to look like what my paint looking like on TV. And I'm recording the screen just for myself. And then Will Smith walks in front and he's just like, oh, they look good. This is amazing. I was like, Will Smith said they look good. I did their makeup. That was good. But I think my favorite person that had walked by me and like his energy, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. He is hilarious and so kind. And like there was like a whole like gospel segment. And he was just like, oh, well, if I didn't have Jesus, I have him and I found him today. Everything. Absolutely lovely. All right. So just a quick story time. I've done concealer because we are creating structure, bringing depth and dimension to the face. One thing to note, I am lightly setting with a translucent powder, Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. I go over my brow. I don't like shiny brows. Over my lid because we have a little bit of concealer on there. Anything we use cream or liquid, we want to set with powder. Lightly under my eyes, right here and right here. Notice even though I put concealer on the bridge of my nose, I am not setting it with powder. And that's one of the reasons why I don't have to always use highlighter, because if I let that natural glow continue to come through, like I don't want to put too much product on, especially because I am already dry. It's wintertime. So I don't want my nose to look cakey and flaky. So if I leave that highlighted, highlight area untouched with powder, and I use more glowing, luminous products anyway, I will naturally glow where I need to glow. So note for self. Well, not for me, but for y'all. Listen, Forrest Gump all day. I love Tom Hanks. He's everything. He's so, so nice. But yes, I am. Wait a minute. Did y'all see what Chloe did today, though? Not the busted challenge. Did y'all see what she posted today? She said, I am not my sister. And y'all are going to know it. You're going to know it. And I'm here for it. You know, one of my other favorite nieces, since I'm like totally auntie status now, I love Sweetie. I love her. And she is like, her and her team. She is an immaculate content creator. Immaculate. I love it. Which fine son? The one that be thinking he's speaking patois? That's Tom Hanks' son, right? Listen. Marissa, going for whose body? Chloe's or Sweetie's? Because Sweetie is doing the damn thing. I think Sweetie got some body work done, but I'm here for it. Y'all know I'm here for all the surgeries. Ooh. You know who got work done? And I didn't want to talk about it because I was like, people are going to call me a hater. And I'm not hating. But I know shit when I see it. Lori got her body done. And I kept saying it. And I kept saying to myself, I was like, Lori got her body done. Lori Harvey, that is. She got her body done. And I was like, so we're just going to ignore the fact that she got her body done. And then I saw some plastic surgeons point out exactly what she got done. And I was like, I fucking told you. I told you. I know my shit. I know anatomy. I know bodies. If I don't know shit else, I know that. Well, I know a lot of things, but I knew that. But I didn't know it actually had a name because I was like, she's already small. So it's called a skinny BBL. Lori got a skinny BBL. And maybe I'll have to drop a link later of where you can see the receipt like where like plastic surgeons were like, no, she did, and this is what she got done. Child, I love to see it. See, I haven't been keeping up with Marjorie. I unfollowed Marjorie like a long time ago. I can't remember why, but if I did, it had to have been something. I had to have been irritated by something. I get irritated sometimes, and I'll just be like, I'm over it. I'm over it. All right. Right now, the same bronzer that I had warmed up my face with and contoured with, you know, I always run that through my crease. I'm going to run it under my lower lash line as well, because makeup to me is like a math equation. What you do to one side, you must do to the other. And like that smoke, it just gives you more depth and dimension that I prefer. So when I make these lower lashes pop later, they have something to sit against. That's the thing. It looks good. I'm not saying baby girl does not look good, but we're not going to. Here's the thing. And I say this before. I say it all the time. Like, I don't mind work. I don't like people who lie about it and say that they didn't get work done, though. What I will give Lori is she don't say shit, period. She just never says anything, which is not a bad thing. She doesn't say anything, ever. So I'll give her that. Now, if you ask her and then she denies it, then I'm gonna have a problem. Like the K's, the Kardashians, they'll lie and be like they haven't got any work done. Child. And I always reference it. Do I need to pull out the Bongo Jeans ad from 2007, Kimberly? You wasn't carrying all that. And that's not no damn babies either. So I have heard her speak. And it's very, very Valley Girlish. Like, stop. Oh my God. Stop. Really? That's what Lori sounds like. No shade, but that's what she sounds like. I mean, I've heard worse things, but you know. All right. Yes. Kendra, I don't think they make bongos. Maybe they're somewhere in the pits of like JCPenney hell, but yes. All right. So now we're moving on to eyeshadow. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I was gifted this from the brand like some years ago, but baby, she's got range. Okay. We've got mattes, we've got satins, we've got a little bit of shimmer. It is a very good palette. I enjoy this palette. It probably doesn't look like I use it as much as I probably do, but you know, we're on YouTube now, so we're probably going to get into it more. Okay, let's also get into this glowing skin. We're not set with powder. This is also what moisturizing very well does to your skin, and using luminous products. Because I didn't say the foundation that I'm using is the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation. And then my concealer is the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I like to glow, okay? Not like a disco ball, but I like luminosity. I like to look like supple, healthy skin, okay? I like my skin to look like skin. You know, I am going to do a video and like a blog post on like my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I'm not really huge on them, but like there are certain ones that I would grab over and over again. But we're going to get into this one today. And I don't know if I want to do something like a little more neutral, or do I have you guys pick out a color and then we just go from there? Y'all let me know real quick. We can do that. I mean, I had an idea, but maybe y'all pick out a color and then I can figure something out. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm picking my own. I think I'm going to recreate the one I did a couple weeks ago. Let's see. Someone says the purple in the middle. Someone says green. Let's see. If I do, because I think I only brought a vampy lip over here as opposed to something neutral. Let's see. You know what? It'll probably be like really, really crazy and vampy, but I think I'm going to go with, the green. Okay. All right. So even though I already have something in my crease, I'm going to go in with like this like neutral tone brown and wash that in my crease. This is called Riff. And I'm just going to place that with a fluffy brush right in the crease. Okay. I'm glad I did that because I like this. Oh, yeah. All right, you'll see I'll tip my head back so I can see like right where my crease is. Now we have a little depth and dimension. All right, that's 2. It was 2 for green, so green it is. Okay. And I think I'm going to make it a little more smoky than I normally would. We'll do a really smoky green. Okay. So I'm going to take a tighter. Oh, yeah. So Kendra says she started buying a bunch of Juvia's Place shadows. Melt Cosmetics. Do you prefer one over the other, Juvia's Place versus Melt? I actually have not used either of the two. All right. So with a tighter blending brush, let's see. This one is a little bit more fluffy. This one is a little tighter and more compact. I'm going to go in with this deep chocolate color, Good Is Gone. I'm going to focus that on the corners. I hear both of those are good. I have to be very honest. After like all that like Juvia's Place drama, I wasn't always a fan. I'm big on like if I don't rock with you, I don't, it was just too much drama for me. All right. So putting a shadow like on the tip of the brush, I'm going to literally like press this in to the corner. Let's see. I have a mirror under my chin, so like I'm looking down and I can see the shape that I want to create right in the corner. And I'm starting with the darker color in the corner first. I just feel like it's easier when I'm blending and building smoke to lay the darker color down first. And sometimes like I'll then look forward to see like where my smoke is going to hit. Hi, Brianka. Never late when it's on YouTube because it'll be saved. Okay. Alrighty. So the thing about smoky eyes is it's a lot of building, it's a lot of blending. But the tighter your brush is and the more compact and dense it is, it allows you to lay down more color, which is why I am doing my darker outer V or corner area in this manner. So I can buff out the edges, but I want the intensity of the color. I'm not too concerned about how perfect it is right now. Let's see, Juvia's Place is good. Marissa, it won't look crazy when you have the right tools and the right technique. It doesn't look crazy, I promise you. But smoky eyes always look crazier when you start as opposed to when you're done. I don't have, let's see if I can do, oh, fuck. Snails. I didn't bring a flat shader brush. So I am going to just use my finger in that green color called Wanderlust. And I am going to pop that on the lid. And I'm not bringing it all the way over because it's going to run into that dark. So want some smoke, you want it to fade to black. Well, dark brown, because it's not black. Even though this palette does have black. So I feel like a lot of palettes don't have black like they used to. It's like every palette used to have every color and then black. Okay. I'm going to take the same brush that I used earlier. See, now it looks funny because my finger position. More green. Which I don't mind going up a little bit higher because I'm going to have on a sickening dramatic lash anyway. So using the brush that I had earlier, not putting anything extra on it, I'm just going to buff out the end. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I mean, it's not bad. Ooh, melt smoke session. I think I saw that one. I think. All right. Smoky eyes are all about layering. I feel like I lost some of my green, so I'm going to go back. Okay, yeah. That's better. Needed to bring that green back. Righty. And make sure I've got some transfer. Damn it, Jim Bob. I don't like that. But I know it's probably also because I was using my finger. So we're going to smoke her out. Let's see. Do not judge. This is just the last I have of this little pencil. So don't judge me. This is Max Feline. Article. Joe, I can't read it. Ain't shit left anyway. Ooh, so Dominique, I am gonna use that again today. I really thought I was not gonna like that. I really thought that liner lash glue was gonna be fluke. I really see what liner does. I really thought it was gonna be fluke, and it really worked. I was like, okay, well, she's immediately in rotation. Alrighty. Doing all this, and I ain't going nowhere. So this is for y'all. All right, I do lift up and line under. Just makes it more dramatic. Lines the eye. Alrighty. I am now going to, with another pencil brush. This was the one I used the first time to go under the eye. So that was more, I guess, it was like more blown out diffused. I'm going with something a little bit tighter. Trying to decide, do I do the green or do I do chocolate brown? I think I'm going to go in with that same dark good is gone from earlier. Y'all got me working on my toes today. I'm just going to smudge that right at the lower lash line. Because we like a smoky lash line. See? Y'all got to smoke the bottom out. I hate when I see super smoky eyes on the top. You give me all this work. And then you don't do shit on the bottom. I hate that. Yes, come together, child. How do I stop pencil from running? Part of it is going over top with the powder. Because anytime you use cream or liquid, you want to set with the powder or it's going to run. Especially if you're oily and you've been using a whole bunch of other stuff, then it's like a slip and slide party. So when you're using pencils, those are essentially creams. And depending on what pencil you use. So I do like something like the Feline Eye Kohl from MAC because it is smudgy and I can get it to move. Same thing with Urban Decay 24/7 pencils and the Marc Jacobs pencils. They'll move. I like them to move and smudge, but then set with powder. So whether it is like a translucent or literally putting an eyeshadow on top, which is a powder, which will try to lock it into place. Yes. Hey. Alrighty. Okay. So now that I've done green, though, I guess this works. Hopefully I don't look like a Barbie doll. But I put on blush before I set the rest of my face and before I do other things because I like to see it come together. I'm using my Ozo favorite, the Stilazzi Barbados palette. And I will be using Mango Tango, which is this orange color right here. Very peachy because peach and orange blush looks amazing on brown skin. So I'm going to take a blush brush. I'm going to flat, press it in there. Pigment, honey. Tap some off. If you're new here or you didn't catch it last time, I apply blush first. So then when I set with other powders, it diffuses and then I look sun-kissed. So yes, I look crazy right now, but I won't for long. Okay. Hold on. I'm scrolling up and see. Mom says, don't waste the face, do a reel or something. You thought I was going to waste his face. Child. You don't know me. All right. So now that blush is on, this is a finishing powder. It is not a setting powder. I don't use, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, woo, child, this is like real aggressive, but we are under the lights. This is the Laura Mercier Candle Glow powder. It's absolutely amazing. It is a finishing powder. It is not a setting powder. And it just makes you look really nice and airbrushed. But using this and going over the whole face, when I diffuse it out, now the blush doesn't look so aggressive. And you can put this over your whole face. And it helps everything melt together. Okay. And I'm going to try to record something, but I don't know what. Something will come to me. So now we have color on the cheek, but it's not too aggressive. And if I feel the need to go back and just do a little bit more with what's already on the brush, I'm not picking up anything extra. Right on the apples. Boom. All right. Now it's time for mascara. I always use 2 mascaras. I like to lengthen and then I like to do volume. Whether this is like with or without lashes. Sometimes I might skip it if I am doing false lashes, but I'm going to go in with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black because this shit is just so tiny and I like it for the bottom lashes. It really makes them pop. You know, I have been planning to do the reel of face brushes. So spot clean them. If I can get that done, then I'll do that. Let's see. I'll start with mascara on the bottom so I don't mess up my shadow on the top, because you want to look down first. I'm going to push and pull, wiggle, push, pull. Come on, hair. All right. So then this way, when I look up, if I would have done the top first and then did the bottom, then you look down if you have long lashes. Like if I go do this, then they would have been wet and you can mess up your shadow. We don't want that. Let's see. So here's the thing. Finishing powder works on any skin type. The difference is what it does to the makeup. A finishing powder changes literally like the finish of something. So this particular finishing powder, it's more illuminating. So I am applying basically like a very soft lit glow to my face, right? As opposed to other powders that may be heavier and could be more like a foundation and applying like an extra layer, extra coverage. This is not applying any extra coverage. A finishing powder is literally just like changing literally just the finish of the makeup. It's not going to lock it in or set it in place, if that makes sense. Okay. Next, L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Oh, I use a lengthening mascara on top and bottom. I use a voluminous mascara only on the top because then that gives me like a more opened doll eye effect. Okay. I feel like I might need to touch up my shadow, but sometimes when I get to this point, I don't do it until my lash is on. And the intensity of my lash will tell me what I need to go in and add more of. So, move that out the way. Okay. Okay, Marissa, I'm glad that made sense. And if anything I ever say doesn't make sense, please don't feel any type of way being like, girl, I don't get it. Because I know sometimes I tend to talk an expert. Oh, do I have a video or reel on how to properly clean lash bands? No, because to be very honest, like I really like if I have any residual glue, like I literally, if it happens to be gunked up, I literally just peel it off. Like that's all I do. And I do use my lashes multiple times. Like I think I've already worn these ones like 3 times already. These were the lashes that Tania used on me for the photo shoot, which I cannot wait for those pictures to come back. People have been asking me, and I'm like, child, I haven't even seen them myself. So the difference was that was not a shoot that I did. I was like a guinea pig test dummy for them. So I didn't get to pick the pictures, anything. I did harass her again the other day, and she said that it took them 4.5 hours to decide on which pictures they wanted to get edited because there was just too much fire. So I'm very anxious and I cannot wait to see them. But yeah. All right. Let's get a lash on here. All right, so this is the Eyelure line and lash situation. I don't do a lot of liner anymore, and I know I've talked about this with y'all. Like, I don't really do gel liners anymore. I always feel like I can't do it, that I suck. But this actually made me feel confident that I would be able to do it again. So literally, I'm literally just going to draw a line right at my lash line. I am curious how it's going to work this time because I have on way more shadow than I did the last time I used it. But you literally just shake and draw a line right at the lash line. And I like to get close to my lash line anyway. It's not tacky. It's like not too wet or anything like that, which I do like. But I am using it with a different brand of lash, not the one that it comes with. Y'all know me. Mirror under the chin. Just pop it on. Damn. All right. This lash glue stays in the kit. All right, so you see now that my lash is on, so it looks like I have way more green here, right? But because my lash is dramatic, I would now have to lift the green up if you want to see it. So I'm actually going to, I don't think I'm going to be able to get in there with my finger properly with my claws on. And I can lift the green up. Luckily, I have enough lid space, but I can now, that's why sometimes I go back and then I will go back and buff out that edge. Okay. This line. Now it looks more, now I can actually see the green. I guess because I know now how high I can take it up. I'm gonna go up a little higher on that side. Adrian, first of all, hey Bonnie, I don't always get into it like this though. Or even if I do, it still actually doesn't take me as long. This is only taking long just because like I'm shooting the shit and talking to y'all. But it normally would not take me this long. Well, I kind of think I went up too high on the shadow on this side. This is why I should have waited till the lash was on. See, don't want too much. But I really do like this lash pen. And I really thought I was going to hate it. Really thought I was going to fucking hate it. But, you know, I don't. I don't do, let's see. What, like lip liner or eyeliner? I normally don't do eyeliner at all. Not like I used to. I really got away from it. Like, oh, I used to love me a good wing, honey. And then, I don't know what happened. I stopped doing wings like maybe like 3 years ago. But wings used to be my shit, honey. I think anything, once you figure out how to do it, you kind of get obsessed with it for a while. And I definitely got obsessed with wings for a while. All right, now I feel like I have too much green on this side. Damn it, Jim Bob. Okay. All right. Maybe And this is why, honestly, this is why I don't like having too much time to do my makeup or not knowing what I want to do. Because then I feel like I end up doing too much. Now I'm going in and slightly putting a little bit of the green at the bottom. Because why? Because we're fucking here. And why not? All right. So I had originally planned to do like this vampy lip, but I don't know what it's going to be giving now with this. Normally, I would also go in with my Fix Plus spray. Oh, no, I still need to. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking a little dry. All right, so I go in with the Fix Plus spray. This is just to help everything melt to the face. It's not a setting spray. It's a finishing spray. I need my powders to do what they need to do and melt into the skin. Did I not bring that pencil over here? Damn it. This is when I wish Chloe had opposable thumbs and she could go get something for mommy. But I was thinking of doing something vampy. Oh, okay. So Amani, if you have very small eyes and that's part of the reason you don't do liner, I don't know if you were on when I lifted my eye up and I did the liner that way. If you wanted to the illusion of it looking like you had on liner, but not stealing any of your lid space, that's a good way that you can do liner and not lose any of your lid. Because I totally get that. When the eye is really tiny, you have really small eyes, you don't want to do liner on the top because then you lose your lid. But if you tight line and do it that way, it'll give you the illusion that you have done liner, but you're not losing any lid space. Let's see what this is giving. Okay. This is probably going to look like completely vampy and crazy because this is not the plan. Okay. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad at all. This is this brown or purple? I think this is the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle. I think this is Griselda. I still love these so much. So we like this. Okay. She's giving vampy, but she's here. I wanted to line and fill in with Max Night Moth, but yeah, it's a look. Thank you, Amani. I didn't know how I was gonna pan out with the green eyes, but they picked green eyeshadow. So here we are. Oh, Morel. Okay, so you did buy the lash pen. It was very easy to use. Yay. That's good. Thank you, Kendria. All right, so makeup's done. You can shoot the shit for a little bit. All right. I will say I do like my official little setup now. I am going to get a different backdrop. The black's just not working for me. I'm going to see if I can somehow figure out how to do it with my new fancy camera. But I don't think this is too bad. I'll have to be the judge. Like after I save it, I'll go back and look what the quality is giving. See if, but I definitely think the lives are now going to be here and not on Instagram. I may do like a random Instagram live here and there, but I don't know. I will say I always give the YouTubers, I give a lot of YouTubers shit about like their makeup and their face matching their body and stuff like that. And they'll be like, well, it looks bad to you, but under these lights, but I actually look. Well, no, my foundation actually is, well, nigga, I haven't been outside like for real in a year. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be black. This is just what I had today. But it's not going to be black. See, thank you, Amani, because it's like Instagram would pick and choose when they would let me save my things. And it was becoming pretty stressful because then people would be like, they were like, oh, I just knew you were going to save it. So if I missed it, but now they'll be here. Kendria, I might hit you off on the side, like some photography, like lighting speak. I have some colors that I'm thinking about getting, but I might want your, well, the foundation, part of the foundation being off is because like I haven't been outside like for real in like a year. I did not get my normal summer color. So I have to get like new winter colors, and I just have not gone out to do that because like it's a whole testing thing and you can't touch no damn testers. So it'll be kind of like a figure it out. And NARS does oxidize a little bit. So I feel a little bit more red than I would want to. So yeah, I'm definitely more red than I would want to be, but, and then like the coral, I think the coral blush the orangey blush didn't help either, but it could be worse. It could totally be worse. I'm not giving you complete Kim K, but it could be worse. Oh, Monty, I didn't know you're on the West Coast. Okay. Yeah, none of my foundations match right now. And there were some foundations that were sent to me, and I was just like, oh, these are too light. And then I went and used them, and I was like, ooh, the gag is, sis, that is now your color. So I have to figure out foundations like all over again. I like NARS foundations. I like Huda Beauty. I like Tom Ford. I like Armani Luminous Silk. I have a lot of things that I like, but I tend to like more expensive ones. So we ain't got money to be getting the color wrong. Don't have money for that. Oh my gosh, yes. IG cutting me off like during my closing, that used to like really drive me insane. Like we'd make it like a whole like 2 hours with music, and then all of a sudden be like, you played music. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not cool. Not cool at all. But I'm glad this worked. Again, I'm going to check out the footage and see what it's really giving. YouTube is a whole new thing for me. I really was thinking today, like how much further I could be if I would have been doing this earlier. Even like my little setup that I put together today, all these lights and all this backdrop, I've had this for 4 years. I have had all of these things for 4 years. I could have been doing this, and I haven't been. I was a big scaredy cat. The first time doing it on YouTube, and like first time with this whole setup, but I've had these soft boxes, this backdrop, the other lights around my computer. I've had everything for like 4 or 5 years. Thank you, Kendria. Thank you, Marissa. Oh, Morel says, how accurate are the online foundation match systems? I've seen them for NARS and Tarts. But okay, so interesting that you said that. I actually was laying in the bed the other day and I did the online matching one for NARS. And I felt very offended because the color it was telling me, because I know NARS so well and I know where I normally am. I was like, baby, I know I'm not my normal color, but I definitely don't think it was that off. I think what I might do, this is going to cost me, but hopefully I can write it off. I think I am going to try a couple of the online matchings and see what they match me as. And I'm going to get all of them and see who's right. I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Dominique. It's my first YouTube live. Yeah. But I do feel like this made me feel more comfortable about even recording just videos. Yeah. So this is kind of fun. This is fun. Of course, they always won't be this long, like me doing like my makeup. But I mean, we still come on and we shoot the shit. I feel like someone has done it. I want to say that's something like that Jackie Aina's done before, or something that she would do. Child, I'm not doing Il Maquillage, and I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, matter of fact, I probably would do it just because I know they're going to be wrong, because I report those ads as spam. Because every time I see those Il Maquillage, as soon as I see the, oh my God, it's perfect. Who matched you? Stevie Wonder? No, they're always wrong. They're always so wrong. And it's so scammy. Those girls are lying. And one of the girls in the ads, she is a professional makeup artist. She actually doesn't even do her own makeup with the right shade, but that's neither here nor there. But every time I see, so I just started reporting those ads as spam because I was like, this is wrong. I'm a YouTuber now, baby. Yes. I mean, like the EIN is already there and set up. So you were watching this in Popeyes? Child, you should have got me a spicy 2-piece. I'm now looking to see, is it too late for me to order a spicy 2-piece for myself? It is not. She might do that right now. Yo, I have not seen, from a professional perspective, I have not seen any of those be like, because on all those ads, they're not even balanced out with, like concealer and contour and all those other things, which I know all of that plays a part. Like, I am the queen of putting on a foundation that may not be my perfect match, but once I balance it out and work it out with some other things, it works. But to just tell me that this is your perfect match, like off his first streak, and it's not even oxidizing or settling into the skin, like, lies. The lies. So I think that's definitely something I'm going to do. So I'm going to do some research and do some more, see the online matching. And then I'm going to do a video, or maybe that'll be a live, like start going through all of them, which sometimes might be hard just because of lighting's sake. But I'm going to do some online matchings. That's a good idea. I'm going to do online matchings and buy what they say and see who's right. Okay, this makeup is actually growing on me. I'm glad y'all picked green. Popeyes is lacking on the West Coast? That's unfortunate. That really sucks. Damn. Does anyone have any questions? I would love to answer them. Oh, don't forget, if you're not already signed up for the email list, do so. Any of the anything that I use tonight will go in the description box below this. Such a YouTuber now. You can, in the description box below. which I love that once I post these, I'll have the ability to like edit things, and I can actually edit, like I can cut out any portion of this that I want to, and like fully edit it right in here, which is awesome. But I think today I'm just gonna throw it up. It'll be a little long, but whatever. People will watch what they want to watch. Maybe I'll throw in some timestamps. I'm still figuring YouTube out, child. Like, I don't be knowing. But yeah, I'm feeling more comfortable going live. I'm feeling more comfortable with the thought of YouTube. Now that I have a desk to actually sit at, I just have to get a better chair. And I'm proud of myself for sitting up as straight as I could today. Use the title cards to link other makeup videos. Okay. Thank you for that tip. I have not fully answered that, Amani, the favorite palette that I like to keep in my kit. And I think maybe you weren't on yet, but I did say that I was going to do like a whole separate video and post on my favorite eyeshadow palettes for my kit. So it may not work for everybody because this is also like, I'm thinking like for my professional kit. But even in my professional kit, I have a lot of everyday women and corporate women and things like that. I don't do a lot of funky makeup for my clients. It's very rare that I use a lot of color, but I am going to talk about my favorite palettes. Because I really thought about the other day, and I was like, I always reach for the same ones, and I'm looking and then like really explain like what I'm looking for in a palette. There are specific things that I'm looking for in a palette, whether it's pigmentation, color range, the finishes. I mean, I could just say that now. Like either it's all matte, but I need like a certain range, or I need a good mix of matte, shimmer, and satin. Like, for example, that's why I don't like NARS eyeshadow palettes. Everything is just straight glitter. And it's why I don't like any Fenty Beauty eyeshadow palettes. Everything is straight frost. And that does not translate well for a kit. So, but I'll share my favorites. Marissa, thank you. You know, I definitely was one of those people that was just like, oh, there's already so many people doing it. You know, what am I doing different? But then I would always find myself looking at someone's stuff and I'm like, child, that's what you taught them people. But if you're not doing it, then you can't say shit. But I'm here. So we'll be doing things the Candice way. See, how do I feel about contour and highlight first, then foundation? They call that underpainting or like reverse contouring. I'm iffy about it. It depends. Short answer, no. My short answer is no. And I say that because I try to minimize the amount of product I'm putting on the face. I try to minimize the amount of product I'm putting on the face in general. And doing a wash of foundation first, especially like if you're like skin focused, doing a wash of foundation first is going to be your first layer of getting your skin right. And if you have the right texture of foundation, and if it's the right, you know, like whether it's like medium, buildable or whatever, if I can get that perfect wash first, I can minimize what else I put on. And then I can kind of map the face. I don't always like mapping the face before I've laid down foundation. I feel like you can tend to start putting too much on, and then it's like you have to walk back and then try to fix it. And then that's just too much. Moisturize that skin and make it really, really plump. Put on foundation first, which makes you two-dimensional, just really flat. So just put on that first color first, and then see the shape that you need to create and go do that. I don't always I just get too much, especially if you didn't get the tone right. So now like your face is muddy, and I don't like that. Listen, glitter palettes. Where are you going? Like, unless you like are doing some avant-garde editorial shoot, where the fuck are you going with all that glitter looking like a disco ball? Like, they give you all that glitter and then a sponge tip applicator. What I'm finna do with that? Looking like a disco ball. You have to have depth and dimension. And having a matte, that's why we put a matte color in the crease, because light comes forward. So if I done got purple glitter here, blue glitter here, and then white glitter on the lid, there's no depth and dimension. I can't create any shape. It just looked like a disco ball just sitting out. Do I feel the same about color correcting? I do feel the same about color correcting. I do feel the same about color correcting because there are a lot of, as we would call them in the industry, complexion products. Complexion products are your foundations, your concealers, and things like that. There are a plethora of complexion products that, when applied correctly, they will just cover things and cancel everything out. Like things like Dermablend. I always tell people, you got to research why things were made and why brands were started. Dermablend can cover up tattoos. Like, I have covered up tattoos with Dermablend and you can't see nothing. If I can cover that and cancel that out without having to color correct first, then no, you don't have to. But it also depends on like how much coverage you want, to have. But people be color correcting incorrectly anyway. That's a whole nother thing. But very rarely do I color correct. If you have the right product, you don't have to. I can shear it out on the face where I need to and build it up where I need to. And I did that for a Mother of the Bride. I wish I would have done it before and after. Back in October, Mother of the Bride, she had very, very dark circles under her eyes. And I made it work with one cream foundation. That skin was like butter, no color correcting. One swipe. Color correcting is not always necessary. Let's see. Absolutely. Depth and dimension is everything. That's why we highlight and contour. It's not a trend like people are making it. No, it's an artistic principle. It is a technique. It is not a trend. It is necessary. So that first wash makes you flat. Okay, we need to bring depth and dimension back. So we're going to highlight here, but making sure we focus the shape in certain ways to create a more oval face. That's what we're doing. It probably was showing through your foundation because people use, especially like them LA Girls ones, which are very heavy. And then you want to use like a sheer foundation on top of that. Like, it's going to show through. It's too much. It definitely will. Jessica, hey. Jessica is an amazing makeup artist. So Jessica, get on in the room. Jessica, we are talking about color correcting and like a little bit of underpainting. And I was just saying, I don't necessarily think that color correcting is always necessary if you have the right coverage foundation to begin with. So I don't know if you have a take on that, but I don't always do it. And my clients be looking just fine on TV, in magazines. They be looking good. Girl, Amani, I think we all went through that point where everyone was like on this whole color correcting phase. Child, you think I didn't have them all in my kit and I never used them. I think I just threw them away last year. Like, I'm not even gonna waste my time giving them to someone else. I just threw them away. No, absolutely. Jessica, I got to shout you out because I don't be wanting to do makeup anymore. So if y'all are in the DC metropolitan area, Jessica is in Baltimore and she does makeup. She does bomb makeup. She's a Limelight rep as well. I know they have really good makeup and good skincare stuff. So y'all hit Jessica up. Jessica, you can drop your Instagram in the comments. Y'all go on over there for painting. We in another world over here now. I just don't want to paint anymore. I'd rather teach y'all things and do some courses. Yeah, it's got to be something serious for me to color correct. But I'm telling you, Those Hourglass foundation sticks, the Vanish, oh baby, it's called Vanish for a reason. Hourglass Vanish foundation sticks, child, don't color correct. Just swipe that on. It can't, makes everything vanish. I promise you that. Promise you that. Completely. All right. Well, this is actually a good amount of time. Okay. If I came on 7:35-ish, it was a little easier to be a little bit more on time today since I didn't have to have my makeup done. I was coming on to do my makeup. Devin, color correcting is just using color theory. So if someone who, like if I had really dark circles under my eyes, that basically would be kind of like a bluish purple color. To cancel that out, go across the color wheel, and I would use something like peach or orange to put on top and cancel it out. So I guess like a baseline balance, yeah. So just using color theory to cancel out imperfections, or if someone is more fair skinned and they have some redness, like from breakouts or something like that, throw on a little bit of green to cancel out the red. Then they start throwing in yellows and all kinds of other shit. And with the right foundation, you just don't need any of that. Don't need any of it. But there was a point in time, I literally was talking to my brother, because like my brother's like an artist, and I literally was talking to my brother a couple weeks ago. We were talking about color theory and the wheel and things like that. So I want to do, like, I understand like the basics of color theory, but I want to get more into color theory, do a little bit more. Like I want to be good as good as Michaela. I want to be as good as Michaela, where you can just give me like the Makeup Forever Flash palette, just all the primary colors, and then I can just make you a foundation out of that. I want to get precise. Cloba, you up from your nap? You want to come say hi? Come here. Chloe's growing up, y'all. She don't even bother me during the lives anymore. She just be asleep, minding her little business. Come here, mama. No? Okay. All right. Well, if no one else has any more questions, I would like to thank you for coming to season 2, episode 2 of Candid with Candice. We go live every Wednesday, 7:30-ish. Share some shit, shoot the shit. Thank you all for coming. I really, really appreciate it. We're going to keep this YouTube party going. And yeah, let's see. Hold on. See? It's very amazing to see what artists can do. I watch what my brother does all the time, and I'm just in awe. One, his work is amazing. And two, I'm like, I know this nigga. He's my brother. This is awesome. Yeah, Chloe said she's not camera ready yet. Sis said I just woke up and, well, come here. But if I had a treat or something, she would come over. Come here. No? Okay, you don't want to say bye to anybody. That's fine. But this will be saved. You can come watch it again. All the products that I use will be linked in the description box below. Any of the new products that I was liking and loving this week, they will go out in the email, to the email list on Friday. There is no playlist because I didn't play any music. I gotta see if I'll be able to play music. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube the way they kick me off of Instagram. You do have talented children, Mom. We are all very talented, and like, shout out to Austin for coming over and helping me Austin does videography and photography, so he definitely came over today and sat with me for hours getting my lighting straight. So I love my brothers, and I love you guys. So thank you. We'll see you next week.